It's a rainy Monday morning. I worked all night. I worked the last 11 and a half hours. I have about $450 on. I was busy. And it mostly was not longer trips. It was mostly shorter trips. So I worked my tail off. And so often I got another call before I was finished with getting the money and doing the paperwork and everything for the trip that I had just finished. And I'm just sick and tired of working right now. So I'm gonna go, since it's raining, I'm not gonna wash the car or nothing. I'm just gonna fuel it up, park it, and trudge home. Yep, I just shut myself down. Oh, this car's coming. Yeah, what can I say? It was busy. I'm tired. I didn't watch as much YouTube as I would have wanted to. I did get an opportunity to fall asleep for half an hour a couple times. And that's it. And I did watch a little bit of YouTube. But nowhere near as much as I would have wanted to. I like breaks in between my trips. I think I've told you that before. I don't like to be rushed. I don't like to be one right after another. Okay, there's more money, but it's stress. Especially when you get sent somewhere to be there in 6 minutes and you know it's going to take 12 minutes to get there. And you don't know where the place is because you have to look it up in the map book. And then the writing is so small and it's upside down and it's hard to read for the little streets and everything. And now, yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. I'll be back tomorrow. Tuesday morning, the time is now 5:53. I just dropped off at Tim Hortons in Colwood, and I was immediately sent on another trip when I dropped off out here. But I'm finished. I'm tired. I'm done. I had trouble seeing the road on the way out here. That's when and it's time anyway. The shift is over. So I shut her down. Whoa. I shut her down, and I don't know. Should I wash the car? Looks like it's gonna rain. If it rains, what is the point of washing the car? Should I? Well, if I wash the car, it will wake me up. I did $340 tonight, or the night that just went by. Even though I did go to sleep a few times, I had some longer trips and some good tips, and it worked out. You know what? I'm almost at the car wash. Not much else to say except that I'm tired. Oh, Wednesday morning, and I just did $470 Tuesday night. Yeah. I will take myself off the board because the time is now 5:54. 5:54 a.m. 5:55 a.m. and I haven't had enough. It was one right after another, right after another, right after another for a good long time. Between 4 and I guess it was between 3:30 and 4 I had a chance to take a little nap, and then I got a call at 4 o'clock. And I went to the call, and I got there. I was in the parking lot of this apartment building, and I phoned the number, and it went to voicemail. I didn't leave a voicemail message, but I left a text message. The text message said, "Your taxi is outside." I proceeded to fall asleep again. So I went to sleep. And about 40 minutes later, I guess the time was about 4:40, somebody tapped on my window and woke me up. And he said, "Will you take me somewhere?" And I said, "Are you?" I gave the name of the person who had called. He said, "No, but I need a ride." I said, "Okay, fine, get in." I took him where he was going. And then he said, I'll pay you for this now. If you can wait 5 or 10 minutes, you can take me back. And I said, well, I'm sorry, I can't do that. We don't have many cars on, and we're busy. And if I'm still here when you get back, yes, but I might have another call. As soon as he was gone, I had another call. And that call was just a couple blocks away. I got there, and there was this woman comes out at me, and there's people coming out of the door as well. And the name I got was Brent. So she asks, "What's the name you got?" And I said, "What's your name?" And she said, "Jody." "Well, I'm sorry, Jody. This one's for Brent, and I think he's right behind you." And it was. Brent just wanted to go to the corner store and back, get a couple things. And she says, if I'm still here when you get back, can you take me? That was Jody talking. Okay. So I take Brent, who's blind, by the way, and goes to the corner store. And he had a woman with him. And the woman went into the store and got the stuff for him. And then the three of us went back to where Brent had called from. So when I dropped them off, there was Jody. And she wanted to go way across town. And we got way across town. She says, "Okay, I'm going to park. I want you to park in this driveway right here. And I'm going to be right back." And I said, "Well, can you leave me something?" So she left a wallet. Who knows if it was a dummy wallet or if there was anything real in it. But it was a wallet. So after a while, she came back. And then she said, "Okay, now we're going back." And she says, "Can we make a stop at the hotel?" She named the hotel, and I said, "Yeah, sure." So I'm just going to be a couple minutes. And she says, "Can we find a bank machine on the way to the hotel?" She says, "How about the little store? Is that open?" So we go by the little store. No, it's closed. It was a 24-hour store before all this COVID stuff, but it's not a 24-hour store anymore. She says, "Well, I have to go to a bank machine then." So I said, "Well, I know a bank machine that's not too far away. It's outside." And yeah. So she's freaking out because, see, she's a welfare recipient, so she's trying to get her money out so she can buy drugs, right? the bank machine does not want to give her any money. She says, well, what do you mean transaction not completed? What do you mean transaction not completed? It's direct deposit. It's supposed to work. And I rolled down the window and I said, now relax. There's another bank machine just across the street in the mall, and they have an outside door that you can open to get in. And she says, okay, let's go there. So you should see the jubilation, how she was, you know, almost dancing back to the car and clicking her heels and shouting Yahoo and all kinds of things like that. And then she said, okay, now we go to that hotel. So she says, I'm going in by the car wash and I want you to park by the lobby and wait for me. Don't go away, whatever you do. I'm going, okay. She said, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Well, 3 minutes came and went. And on the way to that, after her first stop, she gave me $30. So it was, you know, just reaching $30 when we got to that hotel. And by the time it got to $40, I was kind of worried. So I pulled out of the lobby parking lot and I drove around the hotel and went through the car wash. The car wash that I showed many times on this channel. And I came out the other side and there she is walking with a guy towards where I had been parked, because now I've gone around the hotel. And she says, oh, there you are. I said, yeah, I was wondering, I was worried because you'd been gone so long. And she said, well, that's okay. I think we can make it back to where I started for, you know, another $20. I said, okay, yeah, we'll try it. Anyways, I said, well, what took you so long? She says, well, the guy, her dealer, had to put some clothes on. And she says, I don't care about clothes. I just want to get what I want to get. Okay, fine. So she got what she wanted to get. I got her back home. She put another $20 on the Interac, so that was a $50 fare at the end of the night, bringing me into $470 for a Tuesday night. It's you know, when it rains it pours, and times are very good right now. I'm gonna buy some excellent whiskey. Well, I'll be back tomorrow or tonight for the Wednesday night, and then, well, I guess it will be Thursday morning when I see you again, or when I make another one of these vlogs. And then, well, yeah, 2 more nights to go, and then there's another week. And that would be almost the whole month of May, except for the 31st, which will be a Sunday. That will be my last shift of the month of May. So 3 month of May shifts left to go. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I was working hard. I was working very hard from 6:30 until about what time was it here? I guess until about 2. One right after another, non-stop. Go, 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 go. After 2, it slowed down somewhat. And now it's 6:15. And since 2, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 trips. Only 4 trips. And in between those 4 trips, you can be rest assured that I was sleeping. I would go into the parking lot, start to watch a video, and I wouldn't get to the end of the video and I'd fall asleep. And now, well, I got my last call and I brought this guy home, and it was, I got a $400 on, $400 night. Let me tell you that most of it was before 2 o'clock. Yep. Since it's 2 o'clock, I made maybe $70. Oh. And just a lot of people moving around and not a lot of cabs on. But we did have a few more cars tonight than we did most nights lately. For much of the night we had for much of the night we had 8 cars on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on now. And I'm about to put myself off the board. Book 990, and that's it. It's done. My night is over. I'm gonna go fuel it and park it and go home. And after I've gone home, I'm gonna fix me something to eat. I might have a drink. The way I'm feeling tired right now, I probably won't have more than 1 dram of whiskey. And I do not feel like walking around the block this morning. Oh, that's bright. Excuse me. These mornings can be quite bright. There, that's better. Now I can see with the sun shining right in my face. Is there anything else to really talk about? I don't have any great stories this time. It was just one after another, a big blur. Right now, nothing stands out in my memory, but that's because I've been sleeping off and on for the last 3 hours. Looks like it's going to be another warm day. There's the sun shining and it's a little bit hazy. Now it's Thursday morning. There's one more night to go. I'll be back tomorrow. The time is now 5:25 a.m. And I got $450 on. It started with a call to a beer and wine store. So I picked up at the beer and wine store, and it was this woman complaining about that she had lost her purse in a taxi. And so I said, well, why didn't you just call the dispatcher to find out who has your purse? Didn't you get the car number? No, but anyway, she was bitching and complaining that it was her $1,500 purse with and it was beige and it had pink straps on it, and it was $1,500. And how would you feel if you lost all your money and all your cards and your phone and everything was in the purse? And she was going on like that, and he stole it from me. I go, well, what happened? She says, well, I went to the beer and wine store and I asked him to wait for me, and then he drove away. He didn't wait. That's what she said to me. And she's bitching and complaining all the way. Ended up being a $30 fare to her place in Langford. And then she didn't pay me because the money was in the purse that had been lost in another taxi. So I had to call our office and find out if anyone had reported a lost purse. And apparently one of our drivers did. And I said, okay, our customer who belongs to the purse is at such and such an address in Langford. And I got another call. Oh yeah. This is a regular. So I went, I called the dispatcher again after that, and he told me that the guy, the driver who found the purse, actually had this drunk woman in his car, and she was loud and obnoxious and belligerent and difficult, and so he kicked her out. He kicked her out, and she left the purse in the car. So now I had to call to find out who had the stupid purse, and of course I didn't get paid. If I will ever see my money, I doubt it. I asked the dispatcher to make sure that the guy who returns the purse gets some money for me. Anyways, the rest of the night was busy. Like I said, even though I had that experience of losing the $30. Why did I turn here? Oh, goodness. Why did I turn there? It's the next one I'm supposed to turn on. See, that's what happens. You get me talking, and I was talking about a stressful situation, and that's when I make mistakes. Fortunately, a policeman didn't see me go over that double yellow line, and everything is fine. I am nearing where I'm supposed to pick someone up, so I will get back to you and tell you the rest about the night after I have taken this other customer. So I worked the rest of the night. I did not get a chance to sleep at all. It's a good thing that I got enough sleep at home, I think. Anyway, I was being rushed for much of the night. Or did I fall asleep one time for a very short time? No, I don't believe so. I didn't get too much in the way of breaks. So, towards the end there, I was taking some homeless guy to a place where he had a tent. And as I dropped him off, I got sent to a street whose name I recognized, but I forgot where the street was, so I had to look it up in the book. And the time was for 4:15. By the time I found where the street was, it was 4:19. And oh, crap. Crap. So I rushed to where that call was, and when I was about 5 minutes away, I got the message on here saying expected. That means that she called back. So I made my best, and I got there we loaded the car at 4:30. And she was going to the airport, and I asked her, when does your plane leave? She says at 6:45. So, okay, she had plenty of time. But here's the part why I didn't record any video from the airport. Is because as soon as I dropped her off, there was a guy standing there saying, are you free? And I told him, I'm never free, but I'm available at the moment. And so he came back into town. So the girl went out of town. She was getting on a plane to go home to Ireland. And she was on an exchange to do a term here at the University of Victoria. But she wasn't staying on campus. She was staying in somebody's home. So it was an exchange thing. And so she was billeted in this house, and she spent the whole COVID here. And now that the term is over, or the term would be over at this time, she's flying back home. Great. And just when I was... So I got a fare out to the airport and one back in. And now I had one more back in town taking a regular to work. Time is 5:44. If I was to receive another call, should I accept it? I don't know. I'll think about it. Meanwhile, I can gravitate in the general direction of a car wash. Since my weekend begins after right now, yeah. If I get a call within the next 5 minutes, I'll accept it. If not, then I'll just go wash the car, detail it, and that will be good enough. Oh yeah, I'm tired. It was a record-breaking week. 450, 400, 400. 450, 400, 400, 350, and 550. So what does that add up to? That adds up to quite a bit of money. Quite a bit. Almost $2,000. With expenses of maybe 600. Something like that. 1,400 a week, that's good. But I feel like I earned every dime of it. This is like unprecedented. Like every night is a Friday night. Some Friday nights are better than others, but wow. Friday nights, and we're not paying Friday night leases on the car. So I'm doing better than if it was Friday night. Now I remember what else I was going to say. As an addendum to the whole thing. My regular customer called me about halfway through the night, and she went to the bank and she paid me some money. Okay, I took her downtown and she went and got what she was getting. But she paid me some. I hope yours is better than mine.